Hey fellas, this is Robbie speaking, and as you can tell by the thumbnail on this video, yes, we are going to be talking about Yu Hakusho, the live action series that just came out on Netflix, all 5 episodes. And I was really surprised that it was 5 episodes, but it's just because of budget issues and all that. Maybe. It pretty much just covers key moments and like the introduction arcs to a little bit of the Black Tournament arc. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm a big fan of the anime series, the anime from 1992. I am a huge fan of Yu Hakusho. It's my #1 favorite anime. In fact, it's one of my favorite shows, period. Like, I did an entire review video on it, and I'll leave it at the end of this video so that way you can check it out for yourselves if you have not. But when we first heard about Yu Hakusho getting a live action, let's be real here, none of us were excited. Like, it was just that one series, though, that I was just so nervous about becoming live action. But then when One Piece came out, the live action on Netflix, I was really impressed. And that left me with an open mind, like, hey, maybe I should get the live action for Yu Hakusho a shot. And I did, obviously. And did I like it? I don't hate it. Like, I wasn't cringing during this. In fact, there are some good things about this. It's just a mixed bag of good things and bad things. And so, let me talk about the good things for a moment. So, I have, like, notes here, guys. So that way I can just talk about it and not forget. One of the things that I liked was the actors. Despite, like, some of the costume choices for these actors, they actually fit their roles. Like, Yusuke felt like Yusuke. Kuwabara felt like Kuwabara, even though the hair doesn't really do it for me. I mean, he did have those mannerisms, especially when he saw Yukina for the first time and just fell in love with her quickly. Kurama, I mean, I'm not big on the wig. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a wig, but he was pretty cool, though. He did things that Kurama would do, except for that one scene where he's watching Yusuke and Gokai, whatever that guy's name is, the red demon, fight each other. And he did nothing about it, so I don't know. I don't know if that's something he would do, or did he do that in the original anime, or I don't know. I just felt like you have this red demon guy who's about to eat the soul of an innocent child. Like, wouldn't you do something? Come on, Kurama, you have morals here, for Christ's sake. And then you have Hiei, who is exactly like Hiei. He is just this introvert, but yet he has a soft spot for his sister, who he will not admit or open up that he is her brother. And another thing that I did like about this were the fights. The fights were just absolutely amazing. Especially Yusuke versus that red demon guy, Gokai. I'm gonna keep pronouncing it the wrong way, I guess, but that fight was pretty cool, though. Like, and this is only the 2nd episode. I was just like, man, they're giving us some good action. They must have had some practice doing this. Yes, they do use their powers and all that, but when they're not using their powers, when it just seems like just hand-to-hand combat or just street fighting, I thought it was I can't find the word for it, guys, because I don't want to repeat myself. I just thought that's how they should do it in any anime live action, or just anything live action in general, for anything that's action-oriented. Another thing that I did like about this was some of the CGI. Not all of the CGI. Like, some of the CGI in certain environments were pretty cool. Like, I liked that one scene where Toguro is just going down that path in the spirit world, and then he runs into Genkai. It just looked beautiful during that scene. Or when Botan takes Yusuke on that boat and they enter the spirit world together. Spirit world looks actually beautiful. I will not lie. And there's some other CGI that worked, like some of the attacks, like the Dragon of the Darkness Flame. And then there are some, like, locations where, I already talked about the Spirit World, but I also liked Genkai's shrine, her temple, whatever it is you call it. That was pretty cool, though. It just looks peaceful, but also a place where you just want to train, just get your mind off of things and just work hard. I think those are all the good things that I can talk about when it comes to this. Oh, also, back to the acting, Botan. I thought the actress for Botan was the best. She just has that bubbly personality where she's just always excited and always putting her nose into, like, everybody's business. Alright, Now let's talk about the bad stuff, because there's a lot of bad stuff. And it wasn't for the bad stuff that happened in this would just be a total masterpiece. Maybe even better than One Piece, but we have to go over them, and I have to address them. One of the things about this was the bad CGI. Like the dogs, the demon dogs, or when Toguro was in his 100% form, he looked like he belonged in a video game from the 2000s. He would blend in so perfectly in that. But the actor who played Toguro was pretty cool though. I did enjoy him. And another thing about this, another bad thing, was the pacing. And this created so many problems in the series. Now, this is a 5-episode live-action series. We already know that. And then you have the anime, where you have the introduction arc, you have the story arc with Genkai, you have the Saint Beast, then you have the mission to save Yukina, and then you have the Dark Tournament arc, which is, by the way, the best tournament arc ever. So, in the live action, they just take some of those key moments, epic moments, and put it into the live action, and just cram so much in there, to the point where we don't have time for anything else that's important to the story, like their downtime and all that. What I liked about the story arcs before the Dark Tournament was how those story arcs focused more on introducing the characters, fleshing them out, getting to know them showing emotion, and them just getting to know each other as friends. Like how their personalities just bounce off each other. You just want to see more of it, and that you want to root for these characters more. Especially in the Saint Beast arc. Like, remember when they first met, and their personalities were just not going so well together, especially between Kuwabara and Hiei. Just to this day, I watched that clip on YouTube, and just the English dub voice acting really captures the humor, but also the fun it has. Whereas this one, yeah, they have a little bit of chemistry, but it's only for a short moment where they're just rushing to the boat just for the very next episode. I'm just like, I just wanted more time. Couldn't they have just done it where instead of rushing to Toguro, it's just the last 2 episodes are just more about the Saint Beasts? They could have done that instead, and the post-credits scene, they could have showed Toguro, and that would have been the hook for the second season. I don't know if they'll do a second season for Yu Hakusho. I mean, it would be Sensui, obviously, but so maybe that's why they did it, because maybe they just don't know if they're going to do a season 2. But I don't know. I felt like that was too risky. One Piece didn't rush it. One Piece was just more like, we're just going to focus on the East Blue and show the characters that were originally from there, not show characters that are from the later story arcs. Another thing with the characters interacting was Yusuke and Genkai. They trained for like a good chunk of the 3rd episode, but then when Yusuke leaves, Toguro just kills Genkai off screen, and that's it. You don't really feel any tragedy or sadness when Yusuke finds out that Toguro killed Genkai, his master. And I feel like in the anime, they captured the relationship between master and student. Like, when she gives him the spirit orb, he screams bloody murder. Like, you really feel like in the anime, he struggled a lot more, even outside of the tournament. Like, this is happening behind the scenes of the tournament, and you really feel like he could die. I like that the anime made it difficult for our main character, whereas in the live action, Genkai just gives Yusuke the spirit orb, and it's just like, barely felt anything. A lot of people who hate anime being turned to live action went into the series with hate, and it's like they didn't even give it a chance. Whereas me, I tried to give this series a chance, and it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's nowhere close to that. I mean, Death Note was just terrible. That live action that people call Death Note, that was just cringe as hell. And Cowboy Bebop, I only watched the first episode of the live action, did not like it. And so Yu Hakusho, I feel like, is a bit better than that. I would give this a 5 out of 10. Maybe it'll be a while before we get another good live action adaptation like with One Piece, but It may not be for a while, but let's keep our eyes open and just go in with an open mind, and that's all I have to say, guys. What did you think of this live action series if you've seen it? Let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed it, if you did not enjoy it, just let me know, because there are some people who enjoyed this but still point out the flaws. You know, maybe the fast pace doesn't bother you at all, but it just, I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I'm Rob A, and may the anime force be with you.